Alright, folks, this is a smoker's rant on decriminalization. Now, the hypocrisy of the black market is almost unknown, and that kind of frightens me that the average American associates crime with drug use and not crime with the black market. Now, see, this is a misconception, and people need to come to grips with this. Like in countries such as Switzerland and the Netherlands and basically anywhere where you can buy drugs legally, the moment you could buy all drugs legally, there was a drop in crime that resembled all your criminals leaving your country. Because that's what it was. Because if you intend on making billions of dollars through the black market and then drugs become legalized, well, you're screwed. It's over. You're done. Marlboro's is about to put you out of business because Marlboro's marijuana is good and cheap, and that's the way that works. Now, from first-hand experience, I can tell you that dealing with black market types is not fun. Now, because the government has decided to protect me from what I do to me, or, you know, according to what their propaganda says, protect everyone else from what I do to me. Because they've decided to do these things, I must now deal with people who have guns and use guns frequently to kill each other to get what I want to buy. And that is contrary to what government is supposed to do in keeping its people safe. Now, nowhere in anything involving our Constitution does it say the government's job is to keep me from smoking an herb to which many people throughout the history of time have smoked. 4,000 years people have smoked marijuana. No one has, gone ape shit and blown up the world because of it. It's not going to be the end of us people. Now, the real issue here, it's basically coming down to human morality versus religious morality. Now, human morality would say it's pretty cruel to make an addict go and, use dirty needles and pay $20 to buy heroin. I mean, that addict is going to exist regardless of whether or not heroin is legal or not. Like, please don't try and refute that fact. I mean, heroin is currently illegal, and we currently have lots of addicts. Thus, I'm right. I win. But the issue is the religious morality is coming into it, and rather than the human morality of a suffering person is suffering further, we come to the religious morality of, oh, well, he does drugs, so, fuck him. Now, what kind of morality is that? Explain to me that, because I'm a Buddhist, and I may not be in tune with most, deification type religions, but why is fuck him the proper response to, oh, he does drugs? Now, I don't do heroin, I smoke pot, but I think it should be legal. Because if heroin is illegal and people want to do heroin, they still will. Only now, they don't know it's not just battery acid, as has happened before. They don't know they're not going to get shot and mugged for their money, as has happened before. They don't pay tax on that drugs, as happens every day. The drug dealer doesn't pay tax on his profits, as happens every day. The entire system of the black market is arranged outside the rule of law, immune to taxation by law, immune to protection by law, and immune to enforcement by law, except by chance occurrences in which the underworld and the overworld collide. But short of these few chance occurrences, it's basically a world unto itself. You have made a world immune to your laws, and that's, for lack of a better word, dumb. Very, very dumb. Now, the real issue is going to be basically the moral issue of fuck you, you got nothing to say about what I do. Now, that's the only fuck you that really comes into this, in my opinion. Because if I want to sit in my closet and smoke a joint, I will. And if I want to sit outside and smoke a joint, I should be able to. I won't, because cops are fucking scary. But I should be able to. Now, the illegality of it is based upon 1920s racist stereotypes. No one nowadays will come to grips with that. No one nowadays will say, so what? You know, they're just, so what? That can't be the answer. Like, an entire criminalization system was based upon the concept of what was, and pardon my French, nigger madness. The term nigger madness came about to describe what then later became known as reefer madness, as when black African slaves, or now free men who they didn't look too favorably upon it by this point, in the 1920s, would smoke marijuana and become uncontrollably enraged and rape white women. Now, this is the system we're meant to believe, that they just rape white women. Just go. Free range. Rah! That's just not how it works. You don't smoke marijuana and become a rape machine. If you did, there would be more people in jail for rape than for smoking marijuana, but it's not true. Now, considering it's not your fucking problem, and considering fuck you, and not fuck me, as the current system is, what's left to be discussed? There's really, well, yeah, I'm out. I think I'm going to call it a win. Thanks. Bring on the Christian conservative comments as to how I am the devil and worthless and going to hell and et cetera, and so forth.